active at it as he waits for these players to come on in.
Here comes the play, and I was going to say Pure was tagged down low in that initial pot shot for the ultimate down main. So there will be an opportunity for an even trade to come through, but Sentinels have reinforced the backside of the C site. On comes zombs. He finds two, no problem. Even going to find a third through the outside of the Radiantite crate, and Zekin really just watching all of his teammates fall in front of him has nothing to do but face his similar fate. So Sentinels take the opening pistol, very controlled stuff, and again, dapr. Again, dapr is the first defender that is here. Stick has rotated, also to try to help out. dapr in the mix, though, is able to find one, get the cyber cage in play to stay alive after the initial exchange. ShahZaM working his way into sight will make sure they find a second. And once more, XSET completely stuffed from their initial play, and now Tens in the back. Oh, not like this. Judge comes around the corner for two more, and now Def has to wonder what exactly do you do from here.
Get into the fetal position and kiss your butt goodbye, I guess. I don't know. It's going to be a tough one. He does not have spike possession. He does not have time. There's really not a whole lot of hope for him in this one. And that just boils down to when this map is so large and you're an attacking team and you have no presence on one side of the map and your first attack kind of starts to fold and you're being forced to pivot, you can never do so safely because you never know who's waiting on the other side. And with Tens being such an aggressive player, you use those seekers to get into this B site. Pure being the tip of the spear, smokes are up, but Gravels are countering to slow XSET down a little bit, but they're still finding entries. But again, it's long enough time for dapr to rotate.
That's dangerous news because he has an Earl that finds his second elimination. He's going to spam through the Nebula for a third. Also knows, of course, that the fourth is nearby. Small juggle of the weapons, but Tens will beat dapr to the punch to find the
get spammed. They're shock guarded, so they're really slowing down the progression of this retake and setting up their chances to win very high.
Cosmic Divide, though, comes through. Sentinels looking to bridge their retake. And AYRIN's going to be tagged by Spot Game. He's going to be out of the play for a time, but the Hot Hands will actually try to clear some players away from this early corner, but it doesn't actually give as much clearance as I think Sentinels were initially expecting. It is just now down to the dapr. 1v2, knows that AYRIN is below. Ooh, gets on top of the boxes, finds the first kill. Does he know where the second is? Sees him, but just a touch too late. BCJ with the Sheriff on the secondary comes out of the holster, finds the elimination, and gets XSET their second round.
Yeah, I think XSET just caught a great timing there, Shift. I mean, just being able to get up along A when Sentinels were still actually droning into sewer. So they did not have a read on how quickly.
This as well. Early tag, BCJ going in towards the Hunter's Fury, finds the kill at dapr. But Sentinels still have members on the site. Lots of smokes and cyber cages, providing some distraction, which Sick takes advantage of for two. The Blaze Wall was there to try to keep him safe, but Def finds some favor spamming through it. But the hit is still on, and Zombs is actually still technically on this site. But the shock darts are so well played from BCJ. Secures the kill, and with that, maybe even around 3v2 they go.
Yeah, very good back and forth there. XSET obviously wanting to capitalize on the Hunter's Fury, getting the pick onto dapr, but Sick did a really good job with the hot hands, kind of slowing down their progression through long C, but big kills from BCJ through the Cosmic Divide with those shock darts on the Zombs gave XSET the advantage, and now ultimately the victory as Tens never really could get in the position with this operator to help retake, and they were down a man for quite some time after BCJ took Zombs off the board. And so XSET will move this now to 3 rounds, only 1 away from Sentinels. Money's starting to get low for them as well. Looks like Tens should be able to save this op, though as I say that, Def is getting into a spot where it might get a little bit dangerous, and indeed he will not be able to hold on to it. Big chase from XSET. They survive with 3 members. They allow no saves for Sentinels. Allowed Sentinels to get that early rotation to really help dapr out in the C site, who's doing a great job stalling.
Cyber Cage will keep him safe after being flashed. Trapwire also coming to play with the Trailblazer, connects onto Zombs, who actually now is the only Sentinels player to stay alive through the initial hit. Gravity Well going to be able to come through, stopping any defensive rotations. AYRIN watching the lurking play. Going to find one for free. Also, the run it back has been denied, but Tens is able to make sure that Six stays safe when he teleports back. The problem is it is still a 2v3, favoring XSET's post plant. Tens on the way through quickly, denied by Def, and it's just down to Sick, and inside this Nebula can do absolutely nothing. So XSET, after a, what, 4-1 start, that's 4 rounds in a row. They're up 5-4. Like you mentioned, is Tens from this position in the back. Recon Dart will allow him to move pretty quickly through C-Long. Able to find one for free, but gets caught with the Cloudburst. Not going to find anything beyond that. ShahZaM trying to follow up, not able to either. Just down to Zombs, and the Blades will put him to bed. But unfortunately, Tens best sim just barely. 13 HP on Tens, but still 5v4. Sentinels looking to get quickly over towards C, and Sick just pushes through the Cloudburst. Don't think that XSET expected that really whatsoever, but Zekin trying to hold on to the site will find one. Gets denied for anything beyond that, and oh, that's tough for BCJ. Thinks he has a timing to get through the middle, but never expected Tens to be lurking behind, and Sentinels take the second pistol.
Yeah, big for them to keep.
As soon as he gets through B, just comes down to, will he actually get an angle for an elimination once he makes his way in?
Yeah, he can definitely updraft dash over that tripwire, just have it broken by a teammate, and just kind of come in here and look to make moves. He's going to go ahead and plant it. Just going to play retake from behind, but you see BCJ step through the smoke, good for one, but dapr is very quick to trade, which is exactly what Sentinels want. They want to stay even man and just get into safe post plant. And look at 10 just going off with the daggers.
And he completely clears off the C side of the map as well. So now Def is essentially by himself, completely isolated. No chance for AYRIN really to help out from this position. It's just down to, I think at this point, can you maybe find a couple isolated kills somewhere? But this is going to have to be down just to purely timing. Everyone seems to know that Def is on the left side of the map. Yeah. And AYRIN is forced just to back away and save. Another impressive round from TenZ, and you know, they do it in a way that you wouldn't normally expect. It's just take care of the trap wire, let him save his utility, and that may have been the difference maker in the 2 kills that were off screen.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you're putting that much pressure up long C with your Sova like that, you're kind of forcing any additional resources you might have defending B to kind of have to come off of it and just kind of play more of that retake B setup. And so when you send TenZ in there with daggers for the plant,
it's more interesting in the first half. But Sick with the run it back, gonna go very quickly. Flash coming out, but it does not actually allow any space for Pure. Sentinels try to get maybe a little bit more information. They do see Second backing away. So TenZ on the site, working alongside zombs, make sure they find some clearance. They do trade away AYRIN, and then before that happens, you do have an opportunity to find depth as well. Second trying to do what they can with the Sheriff on site, not gonna find anything, and Sentinels once more will plant.
Yeah, pretty easy for them up against low firepower. Sick able to use the run it back. It's a very quick entry in the intel on Zekin's location. Had good smokes down, good spacing, and again a lot of firepower to trade with as they will now come into this next round with looks like 4 players surviving. BCJ getting caught by the recon bolt there. ShahZaM will finish him off. So yeah, 4
extremely limited, and you almost have to bank on if you're XSET that Pure has to find a first kill because retakes are going to be extremely hard, and he does find the weapon of ShahZaM, then eventually the body. Sick trying to move quickly. Pure trying to respond to this with a quick scope, not going to be able to as Zekin will still hold the corner. Flashes are still making their way onto site, but Sentinels are not really strong behind this. Pure is able to find a second. Zekin in the corner, no one's seen him. He doubles up, and Pure will find a third. Huge hold from XSET to keep things tight here in the late stages of the first map for the plan. Able to get that off successfully and also exit, or can he? BCJ able to find the instant elimination, but Sentinels again setting up their post plant over to the backside of window. Nebula could be there to give them a chance to go for an early bit of defuse. They also read Sick playing in the tight corner. Here, still with the operator up top. Able to take down dapr peeking long. Flash will come through. Cloudburst trying to keep this safe, but the defuse will not be stuck. ShahZaM has used both of his shock darts though. Now it's just down to can Sentinels actually fight this back 3v4? ShahZaM finds an elimination, trying to tie things up, but XSET, they continue to push on forward. ShahZaM getting tested by Pure, able to find 1 elimination, but just stuck down to the classic, and XSET again able to break the back of Sentinels to go up 10-8.
Yeah, that just again shows you the difficulty of trying to play post plan over here towards long shots on the recon vault as well. And ShahZaM just gonna have to hope that this Hunter's Fury can pave the way.
Clears some space for TenZ to get onto site, but he gets completely trapped out by the Cypher utility. Def still on the site as well. BCJ throwing some darts from beyond, and oh my is right. ShahZaM does find a shock dart from the grave. Sentinels just down to Sick, and again, they, I won't say force into this, they were able to full afford into this round, but they lose this one. This map could just very well be over. XSET holds strong again on map. Advanced position here from Pure.
Oh my
Def. Oh no. Timing could be incredible or terrible. Not like this. There will still be a follow-up. BCJ caught in a weird position, though. Has to fight off with at least 1 more player, and will be able to do so. Sick moving quickly. Doesn't expect AYRIN to be there. Backs away, able to keep their life, and dapr finds 2.
Huge.
Absolutely massive
right there. It was very much a back and forth until those 2 kills from dapr. It could really have gone either way. Sick able to escape and heal thanks to dapr, and now they have man advantage. They have the C-side under control. They're bringing Spike in. Zekin trying to see if he can find a timing maybe through the smoke with Pure, but Zons has such a great angle here at the double stack.
Gravity wall comes through, and that will be enough. Sick off the plant. Shock dart comes through. AYRIN on towards the site, able to find 10 through the Nebula. BCJ does get traded. Spike, though, not going to be fully committed. Pure walking back out of the site, finds one with the operator, gets a second, and dapr nowhere to go. XSET steal away the Sentinels map pick and strike first. We'll be back after this. considered for AYRIN, but instead XSET are just biding their time and happy to take this battle, and you're seeing exactly why they've turned this from a 4v5 into a 4v3, make it a 4v2. Trades are good, and it's all down to dapr for the 1v3, and he will be stuck bottom containers, and XSET fight back. One headshot to tap. BCJ early Hunter's Fury comes out, not gonna find anything, and Sentinels will confirm first blood by the way of 10's Vandal.
Yeah, again, just getting that forward presence on A side. This time it actually nets them a frag, and they're able to fade back with it here. Now they're collecting everything. They got a great read on the attack. They already had the proper rotations in place, and now they're up 2 players. They are stuffing this attack with precision. Looks like they are on their way to a victory unless XSET can pull out a miracle. This was their bonus. They don't have the big rifles, just a couple of Spectres and the Bulldog. And I feel like they got caught early. Shift was the problem there. I mean, it was such a quick read for Sentinels to know it was going to be a 5-man A commit. They were able to make a good rotation and get some big frags. BCJ, though, maybe opening a way back to at least get a spike play on this A side. They stalled out enough to instill some doubt. It gives them an empty A site for a plant.
And the later Toxistrin coming down will allow them a chance to create some separation, and now it's down to the post plant. But Sick wants to challenge this early, finds one. Second, over the corner. Sees that there's a second player nearby, now to the Spectre, and he reads where all 4 players are now for Sentinels. BCJ confirms one of the eliminations, but this would have to be an ace, and the snake fight is going to push him out into the angle for ShahZaM, and that will be enough for Sentinels to get the defuse and find their first round. That's dapr who's trying to contest, and we'll at least catch some information. Sick on the cross, right through the grid of the backside of the site, able to find one, wall banging onto zombs, but again, the trades are good. So once more, XSET allowed to plant, and it's going to be down to what can you find from behind here if you're ShahZaM, because he might be the only Sentinels player that has not been revealed as of yet. Will give away his position as he finds BCJ, and it's just down to AYRIN. Timing of this peek through the wall is going to be everything, and unfortunately gets a little bit caught underneath green.
Wait it out and hope that ShahZaM can maybe get a pick and get a read. But actually, it's dapr able to get a pick out in the middle somehow, and a res.
Oh, this is all looking really dangerous, but BCJ, he earned the Hunter's Fury off of the ultimate orb. dapr sneaking his way to the rafters, able to find second. So numbers still good for Sentinels after the resurrection comes through, but BCJ and AYRIN do have the ability to try to clutch this 2v4, knowing that they've got a Viper's Pit for the post plant. Will dapr even allow them to get this spike off? Here comes the Boombot first and foremost, and then Sick secondly over the top finds the eliminations, and that's 2 rounds where XSET
Zombs out a little bit on B, and now they'll come in with the showstopper. Def also finds an entry. They're starting to gain some space now for a plant, and they put the Viper's Pit down, but they're still under a man. And now 2.
The kills are so good for Sentinels. They can challenge this and just surround the Viper's Pit, and then all go in at once if they want to. Def even just gets spammed through the wall itself. AYRIN over the corner. Not going to expect Sick to be that close, and an expensive round for XSET. Not just the weapons, but which would be zombs, and always going to get caught in the middle of the Viper's Pit play. Now Sick trying to find the response, able to find the elimination, but the play still stays alive. And, well, here we'll have at least enough space to try to get a plant down, but the wall going up will actually push him off for just a moment. And then right back to action. ShahZaM will at least get some information, but this will be a post-plant 3v4.
Yeah, they know exactly where the positioning is of XSET for the most part here. ShahZaM already finding Pure out. Zekin in a lot of trouble. Showstopper comes in from 10th as well to gain even more free ground, and now it's all on Def, who was the long con under tube. He gets his one, but I mean, that's all he's doing. Sick will be able to defuse, no problem. I could see what was going on there from XSET. You notice they didn't use their Viper wall right away. I think
that can also throw the page shells, and no one has been able to see any information on where 10's is positioned. That will stay the case as ShahZaM finds another impressive first blood down low. 10's able to find one. Now immediately up to the second and the third for 10's. dapr, the late rotator, will confirm the 5th and final kill, and Sentinels 9-2 up. A really pretty awful spot.
10's is doing such a great job buying time. He's gotten a couple of really big kills. dapr, though, gets caught in the rotation. Now he's stuck in the shock dart, and he will go down. Great play from BCJ, now putting ShahZaM in a really tough 1v3. Oh, does get the hit on here, but not the frag. Does find Def, though.
This is still winnable. He's got some damage down. Does he actually swap to the AR at his feet? Looks like no for now. Wants to try to find an angle to get the operator. He's seen BCJ's cape. Hunter's Fury is going to come out. ShahZaM's been able to avoid this completely. BCJ just throwing this out blindly. ShahZaM up top now, an opportunity maybe to find an angle onto BCJ. Turn this into a 1v1, but BCJ holds inside the container. Oh, nearly gets Pure, but the snapper from Pure.
Go off of, yes. Could be that.
AYRIN up close and personal, working with Pure, and XSET defensively come away with the first 3 kills. Pure going to be tested, though, as Paint Shells will be right behind him. I think that's actually from Zekin, and it is. Yeah, he'll find the final 2 eliminations. And that will be enough for XSET to quickly take both
Prompted to have to hit B hard and fast now. They still yet to find an entry.
And there is still a flash just to keep this defensive rotation safe, but it doesn't actually go up. AYRIN and Def with the first 2 to fall. Pure still finding value out of the Marshall. Keeps most of this B site cleared up.
Spike down B.
Spike is down in the more traditional default spot. BCJ finds an elimination simultaneously. 10 still dancing with the devil on the backside of Snowman.
Look at this
We'll
play from
collect the
ShahZaM
spike
as well.
for trying to get a play. Yeah, this is all about the timing, and the Aldron's going to scout out 10, so this has to come through quickly.
Spike down B.
1 kill there, not going to get the second in the Viper's pit or find kills. None of that comes through, so now it's just going to be down to the vanilla gunplay from Sentinels to work their way over towards B, and they get scouted out by the recon dart. Massive BCJ converts into a 1 elimination. Also has the Aldron to scout out where ShahZaM is, but does he expect Tens to his left? Tens could still actually open up this play from behind. Yeah, the numbers are not going to be great for Sentinels, but they've got some pretty good positions. But all the showstopper coming through. XSET deny the plant. And now it's just down to Tens. Not going to find anything. Another really solid retake from XSET.
Watch for that very flank.
Not a lot of tools here from either side. ECJ just yeeting himself forward. Nearly gets Sick off guard, but the self-res, or pardon me, the self-sustain will come through. Sick will turn that into a second elimination. Second, trying to work from the high ground. On the backside is Def. Looking for a timing to pinch this one up, but ShahZaM responds. Sick as well for 3 kills. And a massive round for Sentinels as they break the ice back to another lead.
Double feint there, creating the rotation again, finding a vulnerable site. Pure misses his shot, and now it's a 5-on-4 post plant for Sentinels, and Sick adds to it. This is so tough now for XSET.
This is tough. I don't. The conversation is going to be based on if they can even find this first elimination. Not going to happen. Tens denies second, and what a map Tens has had. BCJ finally puts a stop to him. ShahZaM up top, able to take care of AYRIN as the Hunter's Fury will start pushing people away, and ShahZaM just floats right on in. Takes Healing Orb quickly. Sick, caught out, denied. XSET now 5v4 early. That's the only Spectre they had on the floor, now turned into a rifle. Big news here for XSET for their arsenal.
Yeah, big catch there to get Sick down with that Aldron, get a 5-on-4, and they still have their 3-man A defense in place. It's been unchecked. ShahZaM good for an entry, but Pure and Def respond very rapidly.
That is a huge kill from Pure. dapr slid through the ropes. I don't think anyone saw him, but Tens is inching closer to 30 eliminations. You almost feel like him and ShahZaM together could clutch this 2v3. 45 seconds on the clock. Spike is down. Pure knows ShahZaM stuck in a corner, wants the angle. And they're even going to force the resurrection into the mix just to make sure that, again, the economy stays safe. It's just down the Tens 1v4. Good luck. There's the first.
30 seconds left.
No.
Here we go. You wanted to see XSET maybe get a little more aggressive towards B. Wall, snakebite, all being used. Boombot, Aldron to counter. That's still holding his position. ShahZaM up top, tag down low. Do they know that Sick's in the back corner? No, they don't. Sick finds 2. Now it's just down to can Zekin get here to try to stall this plant for as long as possible. Tries to break through the wall, cannot find the kill. Sentinels successfully get the post plant.
Yeah, it's finally Sentinels deciding just a 5-man commit through the Viper utility at long B and just go out swinging. And they come out on top for a plant. And now they're whittling away this retake. ShahZaM from downtown with the operator strikes into 2, leaving BCJ all by his lonesome in a 1v4 with no real hope at stopping Sentinels from finding map point.
Moving around the back, maybe trying to get this operator. I don't know if he's going to be able to survive with it. ShahZaM is very aware that this could be the play, watching this tight corner. Does he see him? Sure does. ShahZaM, 3 kills, 2 impressively on the take. Yeah, that's not great news. ShahZaM's even watching the flank in which BCJ will come through. BCJ does still keep this play alive, and Zekin, showstopper up top, clears out 1. BCJ a second from the flank. Maybe an opportunity for a third. The double peek comes through, but BCJ gets the double! Oh my God! What in the world was that double up for BCJ?
Conditioning, I guess you could say. But it's been read so well from BCJ. Sick trying to use the wall to make a play here. And ShahZaM, in the meantime, is able to come through, but he misses every single dagger. And BCJ and Zekin combine for 2. And oh my goodness, this is getting spicy.
Pure, gonna be tested. Doesn't see the corner? ShahZaM tries to just sneak across. Spike has been collected.
seconds
The
left.
defense is all over the place. And of course, Pure is going to know that there's threats right on either side of these doorways.
Oh, smart backing up as well towards Spawn, just staying alive. Depth has been caught, though, and ShahZaM will use it to get the dagger out. Now they're a man ahead. Spike going to get planted at A tough retake now for
10
Pure and
seconds
AYRIN, but AYRIN at least able to get in a position here at middle. It looks like, despite all the efforts of BCJ at middle, the OT might be averted.
ShahZaM down low.
Last player
AYRIN trying to
standing.
clear. Tense finds his third elimination. It's just down to AYRIN. Knives will miss. dapr cleans up.
Attackers
Sentinels
win.
clutch us away right at the brink of what looked to be a certain overtime. We'll see ya on Split. 6-6 defensively against the Sentinels team from the defensive half is not likely going to be enough. Double peek comes through up top to repeat tower. Pure the first one to fall. Little sneaky play from Def mid-map, able to take one with him, but still the numbers prevail for Sentinels up top, though. AYRIN able to respond. Again, we go back and forth, but Sentinels keep finding the edges, and it's just down to Zek and 1v3.
Really great B Heaven pressure there on this split, just being able to fight their way through it, coming out well on top, leaving Zek in pretty much an impossible 1v3. dapr is low on health in those paint shells. Will also chip away and kind of delay the spike plant for a little bit here by Sick. Doesn't take too much damage though when it's all said and done, and now he'll be able to get it down safely, no problem.
Second, getting to the low ground safely, but really not a lot of room to work with. It looks like BCJ has been selfish, rather, I should say, with that decision, getting himself up to more serviceable health. Quick play forward. Pure able to find one with the shorty, but it instantly denied. Spike is being planted in the same breath. Second peeking a little bit wider than he probably thought he was, and AYRIN beyond that, quick to follow. So Sentinels, more of that health can be regenerated. But Six still trying to move aggressively. He gets punished for BCJ with the second elimination. And the spike, yeah, it's been collected, but this is a tough 3v5 look, even from the B tower.
Yeah, it is. They're trying to get through here. Ten says make it to the low ground, trying to satchel across the way. BCJ, though, continues just to hold firm on this pillar side, continues to just keep dishing out frags despite being pressured from multiple angles. He settles in and finds himself a third, leaving zombs all by his lonesome, and not long for this world. Second will clean it up, so the bonus goes the way of XSET, but now the full buy on set piece and around like this. Sick only has the sheriff, actually. But Def right away catches ShahZaM. And when you're getting ShahZaM down, you kind of know that there's a follow-up behind that they were meant to do something explosive at A, and they're going to start pulling those rotations.
AYRIN a chance where he could potentially also peek with this double hit through A ramps. Here comes the play forward. Def behind it. Not going to get zombs. BCJ does the trade, though. Now on to AYRIN. On the site. Finds one, but not a second. So Sentinels have made their way on towards the site, but not with numbers. Nebula will keep the top heaven side play safe. And if BCJ falls there, you start talking about Sentinels with a very good look at the 2v2, but the number is still good for XSET.
Indeed they are. They do have that man advantage. BCJ, though, low on HP, and dapr has a good position. The thing is, if they double swing screens, he's in trouble.
Even beyond that, he gets caught trying to check the spy cam. Now it's just up to tens. Finds the first. Now 1v2, but second quick to follow around the opposite side. In a weird spot where he doesn't really know what to shoot at. Throws his back corner. Not going to confirm a kill. BCJ able to find himself at least a point of contact, but it's Zek into the back corner, who takes down two. dapr still lurking behind the play, finds a first and a second on the dap. Don't know if that will come into play. Pure trying to save the round, and he misses the right click of the knives. Largely at all. Sure. So that's another thing to kind of consider as far as, you know, the cards that XSET still have to play with. BCJ, great timing here. Beautiful transfer, not gonna get the third. Zombs maybe looking to sneak away a plant, but decides instead the operator too valuable. Zekin on the corner could make himself available for an elimination, but yeah, timing is good for him. Finds the kill and a zombie from Sentinel's attack.
Yeah, they're able to kind of at least cancel out that optic. Now they're looking to storm into B Heaven. BCJ, though, from the Raptors doing his job well, finds two, able to heal. Keeps tabs on the other two players, but Ten's overwhelming the site. Might just still get this for Sentinels.
Yeah, I don't love that necessarily from BCJ. You get the first two. You should have seen that there are more there. He gets a little feisty with the elimination. Zekin trying to stop the plant by way of showstopper. Does confirm some damage, but the paint shells will push him back deeper into dirt for this 1v3. Last packs to play with. That's about it.
Yeah, you do wonder about BCJ recommitting up the ropes after those first two, instead of just holding under heaven position and forcing Sentinels to come out. You know, letting tens pop off like that is what gaze Sentinels away back into the round. They're able to quickly capitalize once they win the duel on site as well. So maybe a bit of a mishap there. It seemed like everything else was going according to plan for XSET up until that point. Obviously, the res having a big impact for Sentinel side.
Oh, for sure.
Big hat trick there from tens to tie things up. And timing could be everything, because Pure is now, you know, caught between two minds here and might have some trouble, but able to get the one. And Def comes in for a big one, and they're shutting this down.
You're trying to keep the play up. Def there for the assistance, like you mentioned, but now even beyond that, Help had very quickly swarmed on through. Def will find 3.
And Pure in the back of B site, and that's the really only thing stopping them from getting in. But BCJ, such a great timing on that peak.
What a good grab well from Def. Now second up top. Wants to try to red dot chase, maybe just a touch, but caught down to just getting over to the classic. Ten's able to find the elimination. Now it's just down to Pure. Can you hit the shots? Misses the first. Ten's in the corner. Misses that one as well. Caught now. Tens finds the elimination, and it's a 2v2. Def up top trying to deny the plant. Will find one. Pulls ShahZaM off the plant for a moment. And then into astral form to try to see if he could suck in the gravity well for another. Long play around the back as AYRIN is going to try to pitch this one up. ShahZaM, though, 1v2. He's going to hold this close. And he's going to be forced to respond very quickly. Has an angle on AYRIN, but no, doesn't get the shot. An XSET able to find their 6th round.
Yeah, really good job from XSET. Like you said, a perfectly timed Gravo, a perfectly timed peek from BCJ off the Raptors. And again, that has been, I feel like, the X factor for both these teams.
Whoever Pure is shrugged back. Gravity Well is forced to come out, though. That's a lot of utility drain from XSET's defensive prowess.
Exactly. The B split pressure is really coming here from Sentinels. Ten's able to blast back his way forward to create a little bit of space. Pure trying to disrupt here with the daggers up against the wall, but now he's being pinched and taken down by Tens. Tens will not be denied. Double entry, and it looks like this might be all she wrote.
AYRIN just got turned on. BCJ now 1v4, not going to get it off. Then 5-7 for Sentinels. Def, and he gets caught trying to pull the dart off. Where was the help there? Sick finds the first blood. XSET still trying to push forward, but the trap wire becomes a bit of a problem. dapr finds 2 kills off of it, and now XSET is stuck inside B main looking at a 2v4.
That was such a big change in the last patch to not allow a jet to just dash through and break those, and so that means you have to be a bit more mindful before you commit to that type of stuff. You either have to sniff that out and blow it up before you dash through, or you have to be a bit more crafty about how you get around it. Either way, it really cost him there.
Oh, should get this. Backs down. Help will, of course, be there still on the B site, but this high ground control could provide an opportunity maybe for some eliminations. You still have zombs all the way over by A. AYRIN finds one. He'll tries to come through, but that wasn't well communicated. BCJ still cleans things up, gets it to a 1v1. He's going to have a plant here, Dust.
Yeah, and he's got, you know, the slow down towards spawn side. It gives him a little bit of sanctuary to back up over towards pillar and maybe even reposition in the B lobby itself. It is planted for him. Wait, is it planted for him to play this spot? Doesn't necessarily matter. He'll get back in time. Oh, spotted him too.
Sees him. All right, point of contact down low. Zombs gets the one tap. No problem there. Sentinels.
But ShahZaM has, you know, an idea that might be the case. He also has Tens now rotated in the back halls.
Zombs' star placement will also kind of lean towards they know that this is the play coming through, but ShahZaM gets caught. Poor timing here. Now it's just down to Zombs. Finds one. Keeps the play alive through elbow. Looking for a second. AYRIN tagged up low. dapr there for the trade, but it's a pinstripe kill feed, which again favors XSET. 3v1 situation and Sick on the long rotate. Going to be in a hard press position to contest this.
Absolutely. Does have the full HP and the Phantom. But everyone's fully healthy for XSET for the most part, except for Zekken. They have great positioning to play off of one another.
Here comes Sick. First point of contact. It'll come from up top, and it will. Also trying to keep ropes safe as they make their play forward in through tower. ShahZaM trying to take advantage, but no, shut down Zekken. Initial headshot, really well placed. Def trying to simultaneously hit this through main. Even though Pure falls, Resurrection comes through, but dapr keeps this safe. Able to see more players onto the low ground, but the big problem are the players up top in Raptors. Sick trying to rotate back around. see if maybe he could open up some space to get a resurrection of his own, and will, but the problem is they continue to lose members just as soon as they gain them, and Pure for 2, give him the third. XSET capitalize off the triple from Pure, and that's a 10-7 on the count. Which angle he wants to peek at. There's a little bit of help. Sick is playing through main. They want to overwhelm this. Spamming through the nebula. Sick finds the first. Needs to do more than that, though. No, not going to happen. BCJ and AYRIN battle back to now a 2v2. ShahZaM up top. Has been seen by BCJ, and that's enough information to say I'm not trying to bother to peek him from that angle.
Oh,
catches
what a
him
catch.
instead on the fall down, and now it's just down to zombs. 1v2 situation. Has a cosmic divide if he wants it, but that is about it. Trying to play this from dirt. BCJ to his left, finds the point of contact, but BCJ for 4 kills in the round. XSET on map point.
On Sentinels and burn a lot of their utility. That's a showstopper already gone. ShahZaM gets caught by AYRIN at ramps, and it's starting to really come together for XSET. A 5-on-3, Zom's in a lot of trouble on the site. He's getting a rotation through heaven, yes, but the numbers may still get overwhelmed in the end.
Oh, but Sick up top could be in a very key position. Nova Pulse was spent. Sick, though, falls. dapr trying to follow up, finds one, not going to get the second. Just down to Zombs. Able to find the first. Needs to find 3 more behind this, though. Caught into a slow orb. Def will punish. And XSET punch their ticket to Challengers playoffs by taking down the Goliath of Sentinels.